Good morning, Mitchell families. Today is Monday, March 15th. The sun is shining, and thank you to everyone who is with us today. The hardest part is over. If you've already opened the computer, no matter how you're feeling, we honor that, and we're just grateful that you chose to open the computer and be with us today. And even if you are not really feeling into it or you're having a tough time, we're hoping that we can work through that with you together today. We do have 3 birthdays to celebrate. Happiest of birthdays to Alicia Foster. Alicia, you are such a bright spirit and so important to us, exactly as you are. Happiest of birthdays, and we hope you are smiling with us today, Alicia Foster. Happy birthday, Hasim Hawkins. You had a shout out on your swag slide on Friday, and today we get to celebrate your birthday. Happy birthday, Hasim. I miss seeing you, and we look forward to being together again in the school building when we can be, and just know we are honoring and celebrating your birthday with you in room 327 today. And happiest of birthdays to Nashaya Ruley. Happy birthday, Nashaya. Thank you for being such an important part of our Mitchell family, and we are very honored to show that love and to share your birthdays with you. So to Alicia, Hasim, and Nashaya, we love you for exactly who you are, and we are very glad that you are part of our family. So today we know that more schools are opening, and we are fingers crossed that Dr. Height will announce that Mitchell will be opening in the next round. So we look forward to that announcement today. As soon as we hear whether Mitchell is on the list to open next Monday for K-2 hybrid families, we will let you know, and then be ready to answer any and all questions that you have. We are ready. We are just waiting for the air purifiers to come in. Hopefully that's happening this week, and we will be ready to open. But stay tuned for that announcement to happen later today from Dr. Height. We know that we're having our first versus battle that Mr. Coney and Climate Team are setting up with Welsh School. So if you have perfect attendance all this week and you had it last week, you will get to join that versus battle. And reminder that our half days have switched. All schools in the district now have half days on Wednesdays and full days on Fridays. And we know that's an adjustment if you've been used to a half day on a Friday. It's an adjustment for us, even though we had meetings every Friday. It is an adjustment, and it will take some time, and we appreciate you working with us through that. So we continue to celebrate Women's History Month, and this week our theme is going to be She Persisted, and we're going to look at persistence. And we know that we all persist, whether we are no matter who we are, but we're specifically looking this week again at women on our staff because it is Women's History Week month. So our affirmation this week is, I will persist to achieve my goals. Challenges will not stop me. I will persist to achieve my goals. So on Friday, you got to shout out either Dr. Abney or Miss Evans or Miss Rooney or Miss Ponzo about how they inspired you from their college swag stories last week. And those Jamboards were beautiful. They were shared with all 3 of our amazing college graduates, and they were very grateful for them. So today we're going to talk about Miss Widman and how she persisted. And your Jamboard today is going to be looking at an image of a plant that is growing through a crack in concrete where a plant would not usually grow, and look at how that shows persistence, and just give me your thoughts on that. I'm very excited for your analytical, intelligent thoughts. So Miss Widman went to York College. York College is in Pennsylvania, and York College was chosen by Miss Widman because they had a really great early elementary program, and it was not too far from home, so she could still visit when she wanted to. One obstacle was that she was told she would not thrive as a teacher in an urban community. But she persisted by coming back to teach in Philadelphia, a community she has continued to thrive in since childhood. And look at how important this is. For those of you who know Miss Widman's story, Miss Widman came to work at Mitchell, and Miss Widman was such a bright spot, and we were so honored to have her as part of our Mitchell family. And then through the leveling process in the school district, she got moved to another school. And we felt a loss in our Mitchell family because she was so important to us and brought such value that we fought for an entire year to get Miss Widman back as a teacher in our school. So not only did Miss Widman show persistence in people telling her she might not be an effective teacher in Philadelphia, she showed persistence by coming back to Philadelphia, coming and joining Mitchell, being told she had to leave Mitchell, being persistent while we fought to bring her back to Mitchell, moving from a lower grade to a different subject up in 5th grade math, and she is rocking it. So if there is ever a definition of persistence, it is Miss Widman, and we are thrilled to say that Miss Widman is a part of our school family. The leveling process will not affect her leaving us, and we are very grateful that she has been so persistent because she is so important to us. So, our swag slides for last week from Miss Rooney. Congratulations, Tasneem, 330, for turning in your art project early. Love Me from 333 for problem solving and presenting the screen to make our art online. Emil from 217 for increased participation, and Azir and Aliyah from 112 for awesome participation last week. Way to go from Miss Rooney. Science stars from last week: 330 Brooklyn, 331 Sierra, 325 Lanisha, and 326 Camilla. And Miss Nguyen spotlights: 330 Tasneem for improved participation, 331 Nikai for overall improvement, 325 Ava for improved participation and discussions, and 326 Nevaeh for improved participation in discussions. I know how much Miss Nguyen loves to hear when you guys discuss. Way to go, Science stars last week. Social studies: 330 Sela, 331 Jameer, 325 Trent, and 326 Diamond. Mr. McQueen spotlights: 330 Wahid for your participation and volunteering to read out loud, 331 Jadelyn for trying your hardest to participate. Keep it up. Christiana for doing such a great job with such complex content. And Harry for your effort on Friday. Let's keep it up. Way to go to all of our social studies stars from last week, 7th and 8th grade. I know Mr. McQueen, as am I, are very proud of you. Literacy stars from last week: 330 Wahid, 331 Ayana, 325 Najaya, and 326 Diamond. From Miss McCluskey, her Mighty Mitchell spotlights: 330 Brooklyn for excellent participation last week, 331 Mashaya for turning in all your work last week, 325 Lanisha for turning in all your work last week, and 326 Nevaeh for excellent participation last week. Way to go. And last but not least, our math stars from last week: 330 Sela, 331 Fatimatu, 325 Trent, 326 Kai, and Mrs. Pauline's Mighty Mitchell spotlight: 330 Naeem for active participation in the chat and coming off mute, 331 Alexis for coming off mute to answer questions, 325 Jaden for engaging in the opening routine every single day, and 326 Jaden and Gabby for being responsible and asking to meet and discuss their grades for the 3rd marking period, and we're going to talk about that more tomorrow. Remember, all of these are posted on the Mighty Mitchell Heroes public page. We hope that you go to see them along with the perfect attendance, and remember, today you are loved.